The year was 1912. The world believed it had conquered nature. Wealth was rising, technology booming, and confidence absolute. The symbol of that belief? A 46,000-ton monument of steel and pride, the unsinkable ship, Titanic. But like every financial bubble, it was inflated by arrogance. And it burst within days. Everyone knows the story of the Titanic, the iceberg, the chaos, the tragedy. But what if that story isn't entirely true? Because one survivor, an Armenian writer named Vaghinak Byurat, remembered something completely different. In the spring of 1912, Vaghinak boarded the Titanic, carrying his father's books and his future toward America. He had no idea he was stepping into history and into one of the greatest mysteries of the modern age. That night, April 14th. He didn't hear scraping ice. He heard a blast, a deep metallic roar that tore through the silence. Lights went out. People screamed, and then nothing but cold, endless water. Byurat never mentioned an iceberg, only an explosion. Some say it was a coal fire, burning secretly for days inside the ship's hull. You can see it even in old photos. A dark scar near the boiler room. Ignored, dismissed, just like most warnings in finance before collapse. The Titanic wasn't just a ship. It was a financial statement, a promise to the world that human progress was unstoppable. Investors, bankers, and elites called it unsinkable. But every system that calls itself invincible is already sinking. Insurance documents from that era tell another story. White Star Line, the company behind the Titanic, was drowning in competition and debt. The ship was not only a voyage, it was an asset that had to perform. And in finance, when assets fail, someone always profits. Byurat's explosion theory wasn't isolated. Other survivors heard the same, a shockwave. Some even claimed to see lights on the horizon, a ship that never came to help. Was it coincidence, or something meant to be unseen? 1912 was still a time of peace, but every empire before collapse always looked peaceful on the surface. The Titanic's true story isn't just about metal and ice, it's about trust. The currency that built civilizations and the same one that destroys them. When the ship sank, it wasn't just steel that went under. It was the illusion of safety. Whoosh. The belief that money and power could defy risk. From Rome's silver coin, to Wall Street in 1929, to the mortgage crisis of 2008. The pattern never changes. The moment the world says, this can't fail, it's already failing. So maybe the Titanic didn't just hit an iceberg. Maybe it hit the truth. A truth we keep ignoring. That every empire, every currency, every unsinkable dream eventually goes under. That night, not only a ship sank, humanity's faith and money went down with it. And perhaps it wasn't the ice that killed the Titanic, but the illusion that we were ever in control.